what's up? Today I want to talk about running, how it changed my life and how it can change yours too. One of the biggest problems for me when I started running was I pushed myself too hard, and because of that I quickly burned out. I would go on one run a month and I would go super hard, not for very long either. I would just push myself very hard to run fast, and I burnt out. I hated it, I dreaded it, and I didn't like running. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. So I went through that same cycle for years and years and ended up just not improving, not enjoying it, and my relationship with running was horrible. Running is one of the toughest things we can do as humans. Not only does it challenge us physically, but it does mentally too. And that's why it's so important. But it's also important that we don't push ourselves to our limits. Obviously, unless it's like a race. Running can be fun. It doesn't have to hurt. It doesn't have to be hard. Running is something that now I enjoy to do. And I would have never believed myself a couple years ago if I said that I enjoy running now. Because back then, it was always a struggle to push myself to get those good times. And of course, that's what made it so hard. About 6 months ago, I found this guy, Coach Bennett, on Nike Run Club, and he changed my life forever. Coach Bennett is a guy who truly believes that running should be fun. It's something that everyone can do, and it's something that we all should do. And he taught me that you don't have to push yourself to your limits every run. And so I started going on easy runs. I would run slower than I felt like I could, sometimes almost too slow. It got boring. But doing those runs that didn't kill me physically completely changed how I go about running. And I'm not saying you can't have those runs where you do push yourself hard, but for the majority of your runs on a day-to-day basis, you should be going easy and you should be making it fun, enjoyable, right? Because the benefits of running, the list goes on. It's not just about endurance, it's not just about your cardio. It's good for our bodies in so many ways. And so making it a fun thing to do and an enjoyable thing to do is extremely important that we figure out how to do that. Ever since I've changed my mindset about running and how I go about my runs, I actually look forward to running now. So if you're like I was, you dread running, it's painful, it's hard, you'd rather just stay at home, I urge you to just take the next one easy. Now, don't be afraid to go at a 10-minute pace, 11-minute pace, whatever it is. It varies for everyone, right? And the more and more you do it, the better you'll get, right? Soon, 9-minute pace will be easy for you, then 8, then 7. But really, it isn't about the pace, right? It's about getting out in nature, getting your body moving, staying in shape. If you're big about lifting and you don't do any form of cardio, or barely do, I highly, highly recommend getting running in your schedule. It doesn't have to be hard, just a way to stay active, keep your body healthy. There are a few things that you should be doing before runs, after runs, and I'll talk about that right now. Firstly, stay hydrated, right? Wherever you're running, whether it's inside on a treadmill, outside on a hot day, whatever it is, running is a very dehydrating activity and we need to stay hydrated during that. So in order to do that, it's very important to drink electrolytes. Drinking water is good, but when we have it alone, our body doesn't absorb it as well. So it's important to get electrolytes, drink some before, drink some after, throughout. Helps our body stay hydrated during our runs. Another very important thing to do before and after runs is stretch. Don't just go out there and start running. That's how those runs become even more painful. There's plenty of stuff on YouTube. Just look up pre-run stretches, post-run stretches. Just 5 minutes of stretching really makes a difference. The most important thing though is to just get out there and do it. Again, I'm gonna keep saying it. It doesn't have to be hard. It should be fun. You should look forward to it. Running for me is just an instant dopamine hit, especially in the mornings. Gets me ready for the day, gets my body awake, and it's just so good for us. So if you want to change your life, get out there, start running, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.